Welcome to Perfect Timing. Today, I have two amazing rappers, writers, entrepreneurs, and every other thing that you can think of. I have Miguel and JJH. All right? These guys are born from the Bronx and what was it again? Queens, same thing. All right, we're there. All right, straight from New York. All right. Queens, okay. Producer that you mostly go to?
Yeah, I mean a couple of different producers. One of our good friends, Cardiac, makes beats, so we usually go to him for the most part.
Okay.
Because why not work with your brother? Why not?
Yeah, right. Yeah, keep it in the family, right?
But it's always good to connect to different producers and just hear different sounds and just mess with how other people mix and engineer their stuff.
Yeah. So, who are your top 5 favorite rappers?
I say my top 5 like artists per se would be Michael Jackson. This is like no order, but Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Travis Scott, The Weeknd, and probably Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I heard an exclusive that you showed me, JJH.
Mm-hmm.
When's that song coming out?
Well, that song is projected to come out with the video. I'm working with my video team right now. Hopefully, we can start shooting within this week. Hopefully, get it out in 2-3 weeks, possibly.
Okay. 2-3 weeks. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. And where could you tell your fans that they should be expecting in 2020?
Expecting probably one of the best albums of 2020 in December. Sorry, Miguel, but
it's up for grabs.
It's all competition out here. But no, one of the best albums. I've been putting in a lot of work like this entire year, just working on this album and like collecting, everything I've worked on in my life and like what got me to music. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Music got me through so much. So put all the feeling, emotion, pain, happiness, like everything in one album for everybody to just listen to, get to know me.
That's amazing. So how do you think? Same thing.
When it comes to like the album that I'm working on, I say probably the next we have a projected date. I can't really say what it is because of complications coming from the mixing and all that. But we want to try and push it out in the next 40 days. It's me, it's Justin. We're helping me out. My friend Nick, Cardiac. I have like 14, 15 songs on this. It's called Views from the 215, and I think also it's going to be one of the best albums too. Sorry, Justin, but when I say that, I started working on this like a couple months ago actually. One of the songs on the album, Bipolar. I started working on that song like 8 months ago. This has been like a process, like in a sense I've been focused, locked in, trying to like work on these songs because I was releasing music here and there last year when I started doing this, but now it's about like wanting to get the best that I can. And it's not just making one song, boom, in the album. It's making like 30 songs, 40 songs, a bunch of songs that I can, as many as I can, seeing which one I like the most, fixing it up, and all that I can. So my top 5, no order: Drake, Travis, Cole, Kendrick, and I'll put myself in there. I'll put myself in there. I'm top 5. I'm really thinking. I'm serious. Like
top 5.
This better be. Trust me. I know this, bro. I've been in this game. I understand. Like you're not putting yourself in the conversation. Though, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So you got to be the best, right? So that's what you got to do. What can we expect from your album, or who will be on your album?
Expect from the album. You can expect my life story. It's not like I'm making some bars, rhymes. I'm putting thought into this, and I want to kind of expose myself as someone who is in touch with his emotions. Mm-hmm. That's why sometimes at first when I started music, I was like, I want to be a rapper, this and that. Mm-hmm. Now I just really want to be known as an artist. Okay. Because it's not just rapping, it's not just all that. It's melodies and singing. My friend Cam's gonna be on it. Nick, this amazing artist, Wefu from South Africa, reached out to me, connected. He's an amazing artist within himself. Justin's on it too. And so to expect from the album, it's definitely a story.
Okay.
It's emotions all over the place. You have some songs that are gonna get you bopping, and you're gonna get some songs that are like, hold up, he can slow it down and try and sing and that stuff.
Oh yeah, so you sing? I didn't hear the singing. Like, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
deep in the sing. I'm talking about. Are we talking about like R&B singing?
R&B singing.
Okay.
Just I wouldn't even say R&B. It's more of like it's a different style. And
Okay.
all I can say is you just have to wait for the album to come
Yeah.
out. And that's why I'm like so like anxious to bring this out because Views from the 215. Sure, it's the name is a little funky, but at the end of the day, it might just end up being also just 215 because I want to show that there's another side of Philly too as an artist who loves Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about the city a lot in the album too. My experiences there and what I've done and what I've seen.
Yeah.
So
when you guys started rapping or singing or being an artist, there we go, being an artist.
For me, it's kind of a little weird. I've always written music since like sixth grade, right?
Yeah.
And then from then, I kind of went into sports and just playing football. Kind of fell back with music. Then in high school, when I linked up with Miguel, it was kind of junior year. I knew him before there, but junior year, I linked up with him, and then we just started rapping in cars and just freestyling, and it was just like it brought me back to just writing music again. You know what I mean? And then after that, like, I went through family stuff, so it was easier to just write my feelings down into music and just put my emotion into, songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just came out really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that. It just came out good, and then we just kept going with it.
took it and ran.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how old are you guys?
21.
23.
23. See that guys?
Pop up.
They're really young. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? About your song, Bipolar.
So the song Bipolar is kind of like the first half of it. The hook is she be dancing, gotta shake, and she from Mardi Gras, pop the Molly, yeah, she knows she a party star. It's kind of like a little story of an experience from before, like a while ago, where you think to yourself, this amazing thing is happening. You're at a party, you're having a great time, but what are you doing? What's costing you to have that good time?
Yeah.
Are you being destructive to yourself? And sometimes that's why like the forbidden fruit is this big thing that's really talked about in music, this and that. It's not just like the whole like, it makes sense. Oh, like here's a bar, this and that, but it really is that forbidden fruit, that thing that it looks pretty. It might be good for you, but when you bite into it, you realize that it's destroying you. And that's why like Mardi Gras, there's this big thing. It's Mardi Gras, it's lit, but if you look at it from a distance, it's a dirty thing.
Yeah.
And when it switches to the other half of the song, Bipolar, it's more of like that's the character, the person, or me as an artist, like saying like, here's this great thing that I thought was great, but here's what I really need to focus on, which is really just my craft as an artist, as my music. That's what I want to do. That's what I need to do.
Have you been battling with bipolar?
Yes. Like since I was young, 13, 12, around there is when I got like diagnosed with it.
Yeah.
But I've always had like a mental struggle, battle, from experiences from being a kid with things with my family life, from my own father, from my family, being homeless, being actually living in a van for some time. For me personally, myself, not even that long ago, living off of my car. When my mom and my sister had a place, like I had at times really nowhere to go to bounce around. So that messes with your mental. And sometimes I heavily think the world's against me, but the older I got, the more experiences I've gone through, and even though I've gotten to points where I have given up, but somewhere, something out there has always been looking out for me. Now it's like, what, I can't give up. Even when I want to, I just can't, because I have to make it. There's no doubt in my soul, no doubt in my heart that everything I'm putting myself through now is for the benefit that, when I say in the next 5 years, I know it's the next 5 years. I don't plan on waiting. I want this stuff now. And with my mental battle, it's made me realize my hunger for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like it's broken me, but it's made me realize that I can't do it alone though.
Yeah.
it's not just me.
Yeah.
And I struggle with this still go through it. But it's better now realizing that when you realize that life is full of lessons. And I used to hate that saying, like how corny that sounds, because life is full of lessons and that. But when you get it, when you go through it, when you go through things, it doesn't even have to be a terrible thing. When you go through something that makes you snap and realize, like I got this, no matter how hard the situation is. When you got that, like that's, and I'm realizing this now.
Yeah.
Like it's not anything old for me. It's new, and I'm still learning. I'm still young. I'm still gonna develop and experience new things, but battling it, yeah. But saying that I'm beating it now, I can say that with confidence.
That's awesome, bro. And is there anything that you would like to tell people who battle with mental illness as well? Depression, bipolar, anything.
Get help.
Yeah.
Like when that's like said to me, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean go out and get a therapist. It means just explain your situation.
Yeah.
Not don't go into details, but maybe be honest that you are going through something with someone that you trust. It doesn't have to again be therapist. It can be your mom, it can be your brother, it can be your best friend.
Yeah.
It can be a random stranger on the street. Just talk to somebody, get help. Just let your stuff out.
Yeah. So, that's some deep stuff, guys. Heard this right here, right now. We're getting deep today. Anyways, so what as we've been discussing off camera now, we're gonna get into the off camera stuff. How do you have anything you guys are how can I explain it? Are you guys thinking as entrepreneurs? There we go.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not for me, it's not just music. I mean, right now that's the starting mission.
Yeah.
The next 5, 10, 15 years. I'm thinking where I'm gonna be at when I'm 60, when I'm 80.
Yeah.
That's my end goal. Like, is my family gonna be set? Are my grandkids gonna be set? I want my grandkids to be their colleges paid off.
Yeah.
And it sounds like crazy to say that, but at the end of the day, like that's if you shoot for the stars, you're not gonna land on the moon. You might land on a different planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Anything you want to add?
Honestly, it's like I kind of forgot the question. That messed me up. That was what he said. For me, yeah, of course it started with music and writing music and stuff like that, but I've always liked so many different things. Like I like fashion, I've liked movies, I've liked short skits, pranks. Like me and friends have been playing pranks like all week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just love doing little things like that can just either make somebody smile, somebody laugh, feel good, like clothes, music, anything. You know what I mean? Anything I really want to touch, like in any industry, I feel like everybody with me, can make it turn to gold, honestly. Like, that's how I feel.
Cool touch. The Midas touch. There we go, bro. I got you, Lord. That's awesome that you want to tell people who are chasing their dreams, anybody who's rapping, being an entrepreneur, I mean, anything that you want to add personally, you want to tell them.
Honestly, if you're chasing your dreams, there's nothing that's holding you back but yourself. There's going to be so many distractions, so many people telling you can't do it. And like, it's going to bring you down at times, but you got to always remember that if you liked it or you like what you're doing, then what can anybody else tell you? Like, you thoroughly enjoy it and love it. No one can tell you different at all. Keep chasing.
I would say, in a weird sense, be stubborn, be cocky, don't give up, but have that balance of humbleness of realizing when you need help.
Yeah.
Because you can do it by yourself, but you can't do it all by yourself. But don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going.
And that's it, guys.